It's the age-old question that has divided pet lovers for generations. Are cats smarter than dogs? You've seen the memes. You've heard the arguments. Cat lovers say felines are independent geniuses. Dog people say pups are loyal, trainable, and emotionally aware. But what does science really say about animal intelligence? Are cats quietly outsmarting their canine counterparts, or do dogs win the brain game? Today we're diving into this furry feud to explore the real differences in cat and dog intelligence. And by the end of this video, you might just see your pet in a whole new light. What does smart even mean in animals? Before we can answer which species is smarter, we need to ask, what does smart actually mean? Is it about solving puzzles? Learning commands? Remembering where they hid their favorite toy? Or is it about independence, communication, and emotional awareness? Animal intelligence comes in many forms, and cats and dogs are wired very differently. They evolved for different roles, different instincts, and different relationships with humans. So instead of asking who's smarter, maybe we should ask, smart in what way? The case for dog intelligence. Let's start with dogs. Dogs have been domesticated for over 15,000 years. They were bred to herd, hunt, protect, and most importantly, work alongside humans. Dogs excel at 1. Learning commands and tricks. 2. Reading human body language and emotions. 3. Forming social bonds and pack hierarchies. Studies have shown that the average dog can learn over 100 words or signals. Some breeds, like border collies, can learn hundreds of commands and follow complex instructions. Dogs are people pleasers. Their intelligence often shows up in their desire to obey, perform, and connect with us. They've even been trained as guide dogs, search and rescue heroes, and therapy animals. That's impressive, right? The case for cat intelligence. Now let's talk about cats. Cats were domesticated about 9,000 years ago, not as workers, but as independent pest controllers. They chose to live near humans, but not necessarily for companionship. They're survivors. Cat intelligence shows up in different ways. 1. Problem solving. 2. Hunting and stalking behaviors. 3. Memory and routine recognition. 4. Subtle communication and independence. Cats are incredible observers. They learn routines, know when you usually feed them, and can open cabinets or doors to get what they want. In one study, cats were shown to recognize their owner's voice. They just choose not to respond unless it benefits them. Sound familiar? Cats don't respond to training like dogs because they're not wired to follow commands. That doesn't mean they don't understand. It just means they're thinking, what's in it for me? Brain size versus brain power. Here's an interesting fact. When it comes to brain size relative to body size, dogs have slightly larger brains. And dogs have more neurons in their cerebral cortex, which is the part of the brain associated with thinking, planning, and complex behavior. According to a study, dogs have around 530 million cortical neurons, while cats have about 250 million. Humans, for comparison, have about 16 billion. So on a purely biological level, dogs may have more processing power. But brain size doesn't always equal intelligence, especially when the animals use their brains in different ways. Different smarts for different jobs. Here's where it gets interesting. Dogs are good at teamwork, obedience, and communication. Cats are good at self-preservation, independence, and stealth. Dogs might be the A+ students eager to show their skills. Cats are more like the quiet geniuses in the back of the classroom, watching, calculating, choosing when to act. So who's smarter? It depends on what you're measuring. So, are cats smarter than dogs? The honest answer is it's a tie. They're both intelligent in different ways. If you're looking for a pet that will follow commands, play fetch, and read your emotions, a dog might seem smarter. But if you respect quiet problem solvers who do things on their own terms, a cat might win the prize. Cats may not perform tricks on command, but they can open doors, learn feeding schedules, and find the warmest spot in the house in seconds. That's not just instinct, that's strategy. Let's be real. They're both amazing. At the end of the day, both cats and dogs have unique, beautiful minds. One isn't better than the other. They're just different kinds of smart.